Group 1s are the name of the game for a trainer, and after searching for quite a while, Clive Cox found plenty of his own. Lethal Force, Profitable, Harry Angel and most recently Golden Horde are all top-level sprinters that have found success in that discipline. Well, the stable now go into rare uncharted territory with Ghostwriter, a middle distance performer in the making, heading for the classics.
He's wintered really well. Obviously, with him being unbeaten last season, you know, we were very pleased and able to give him a proper winter break, and we managed to get some good turnout into him as well before Christmas, and the wet weather appeared. But no, he's thrived over the winter. He wasn't at all weak or backwards last year. He's always been a big horse, but I think he's developed more maturely over the winter, and as you can see, he's very happy and well, and yeah, we're happy where he's at. When he went to the races that first day, he was able to display that balance and composure that I can remember saddling him. He was like he'd been there before almost, and he just dealt with things so simply and stood up in the stalls. I think he was loaded first that day, actually. Wonderful manners, and yeah, the times worked out to be pretty good, you know, and it was a very impressive win to start your career with, and Newmarket isn't always the easiest place to do that. I think the attraction was the race. You know, it was a newcomers race more than anything, so they were all first time out. So we didn't really know what we'd beaten either at that stage, but it was very pleasing.
And then it was onto the Royal Lodge, where it looked for all money like the step up and trip was going to be the making of him, and he really galloped through the line.
The way that he displayed the step up to a mile being very positive was a really pleasing way to finish the season for him, and yeah, I'm very happy he's done well over the winter.
Our plan's quite fluid at the moment. I guess you know roughly where you're going to start out, but from there on in.
I think he's going to be guiding us in that respect. I don't think there's any doubt. He will get further than the mile, I'm sure. But in what degree or manner we'll feel our way, you know. He's entered accordingly. He's in the Dante after, but you know, I think we're very serious about the Guineas first, and that's the first and most important step. And we're quite happy. You know, he's not running a trial, but he's been away from home. Quite happy where we're at. Dave Feely rode him all last year at home, and he's very pleased with him. He's very happy indeed with him. And Richard Kingscott's had a sit on him as well. And yeah, we're all very, very happy where we're at.
Go into a little bit more detail about why taking in a trial wasn't necessary when it comes to this horse.
Well, I think he'd clearly shown, one, that he gets the mile really well, and having won on the July course and the Rowley Mile, the track knowledge is, you know, he's got that experience. So, you know, we wouldn't have run in a, we could have gone, the Cravens obviously only 2.5 weeks before the big day, and I think with, you know, the opportunity, we had a wet spring as well. I was happy with everything else. We weren't hurrying him. Yeah, to engineer a proper gallop under our terms rather than, you know, was hopefully going to be the most beneficial way. We're happy where we're at, and you know, hope we can have a fully intact and you know, beneficial way from here on through a good season, I hope.
We know your record with Group 1 horses. You've had countless high-class sprinters. You've even had a Group 1 winner over middle distances, My Dreamboat. This is just that little bit, not necessarily special, but different.
He's a proper horse, and yeah, I think we're all hugely excited. I think we are more renowned for our sprinting horses that have been at the top level. But as you've rightly said, My Dreamboat was very special, and you know, I just like to think we can operate at the horse's maximum potential over either trip, really. We're just really pleased and proud that Jeff sent him to us, and yeah, I'm very hopeful we can do his absolute best on the track.